Hello, is it me you're looking for? I
Yes.
can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your comments. You were waiting for us so long, and we're sorry. Very sorry. Very sorry. Never apologize, Joe, unless it's for not selecting Gorm. I'm going to be apologizing, Velo, for that very thing for the rest of my damn life. I was talking to Big J on the phone, and I said the season was over before it even begun because I didn't have Gorn. So it is what it is.
Not,
How's it going,
not good.
everyone? Thank
Not
you
good,
all
Joe.
so much for joining us. Big J in the car. He's driving home. He's doing the smart thing of not having the camera on to not get in trouble. But so sorry for keeping all of you wonderful guys and girls waiting. Free Tom Barras. No, Tom Barras is, dare I say it, he is in the bin for this week. I'm sorry, West Coast Eagles rule. He is gone. He is gone. Boy Dot, how's it going? The eagle is flying for Yellet. Is it? Yes, I love it. I love it. Everyone is singing the song. We can do a segment of Joe versus MRO tonight. We can. We'll pull it up in a second. Oh, yes, I was telling everyone that I was 3 minutes away. Riley Hardman, yes, Causa. Riley Hardman debut this week. Big J, finally a different defense. I wonder what that means for Biggie Newen. What does that mean for Biggie, Causa? Oh, no. This is going to be really interesting to see. Yeah, I saw that one. Hippo, brother, how's it going? My brother from another mother. Much love to you. Jeez, everyone is still going. Everyone's still going with Lionel Richie, bro. Everyone's going crazy. Good roll. No idea what happened here. Just in time for the singing. There you go, rookie coach. Just in time. Uncle Akka, 6 minutes late, unsubscribing for this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Uncle. Forgive me. Don't do that to me. There you go. Big J. Riley Hardman debut. What can you tell us about Riley Hardman, apart from the fact that he's hard? What can you tell
Sorry,
us
one
about
second. 1 second. Riley Hardman. Now, Riley Hardman was taken, I believe, with our last pick in the team, which I think ended up being around pick 20. Nice defender, medium-sized, playing, I guess you can call halfback type role. Maybe he's in because Sheasel's no longer in that position and we're trying to get some people who are going to be a little bit more defender types. Obviously, pace has kind of been our forte, but tackling hasn't. And Riley Hardman seems to be in. I'd almost think maybe Biggie still plays. I mean, we've got half an hour or so until team sheets come out. But I would dare to say I think Biggie still plays. We run 3 tools or 2 tools and an intercept. And then Hardman probably comes in potentially structurally for a like what would be a Harry Sheasel type.
And if I just pull out here, this is Roomy Central, what they had to say about Riley Hardman.
He probably could have played earlier, but I think he had a concussion. He got a concussion in one of the VFL games, so obviously they take a little bit of time after that.
So you're 185 centimeters, defender, burst onto the scene as a double underager in the 2021 Waffle Colt season, quickly cementing his spot in the Swans Premiership side, averaged 12 touches across 14 games.
Yep.
Okay. Named at halfback.
I reckon. Yeah, I reckon. I think he's been playing halfback at North VFL, similar to what a Braden George has been doing over the last couple of weeks. And I reckon that's my prediction. He's in because Sheasel's moving forward, maybe. We'll see.
The versatile talent has mostly cut his teeth on a wing and at halfback.
Yeah.
A hard worker. Runs both ways.
Yeah, he's a good player.
So he could be a winger. He could be playing on the wing, potentially.
Potentially. I think he's kind of I'm going to go out on a limb and say like the defensive version of like a Darcy Wilson, how he can kind of run quite often, like that kind of player.
Let's have a look at DFS if they have anything to say about Hardman. Have a look at some of those fantasy numbers because he has been playing VFL, right?
Yeah.
He played Waffle last year. He scored a 52, 67, 33, 69, 55. Not too bad, but these are fantasy. 10 touches, 14 touches, 11 touches, 18 and 15. So he's not a sensational accumulator. He doesn't blow you out of the water by any stretch. Won't only be tomorrow, released tonight, rest name Thursday, potentially. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works this week, fellow. Not exactly sure how it's going to work this week. It's a bit weird that North's debuting him now and not tomorrow, as you say. I'd love it, Joe, if we got all the team sheets out now. Get around us.
Oh yeah, would be awesome, but I don't think it will. It might just be extended lists. It also might not even give us any at all. So it might end up just being a short little stream. Who knows? And just answering people's questions. But yeah,
oh, yeah, guys,
hopefully
do your tips. If you haven't done your tips, do your tips.
Correct.
I did all my tips yesterday. I was 8 out of 9 yesterday. I was pretty happy.
Really? Well done.
Yep. Last week, 8 out of 9. Jeez. I tipped West Coast to beat Freo.
Are you sure someone didn't hack into your system and did the tipping for you?
Nah, I'm pretty good at this tipping thing.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
I mean, I picked you guys to win, so I can't be that good, but, you know.
You're pretty funny. Jonas, what does Bevo and a lawyer have in common? They both know how to F you over real good. Jonas.
Yeah, Joe.
Jonas. That's what your mum said.
Joe with your mama jokes.
I'm bringing your mama jokes. Now, if you're on the other side of my argument, then yes, I will F you up real good, is all I'll just have to say. Causa reckons Biggie gets dropped. Oh, no.
Nah, I don't think so. Good. I don't think so. I hope not, because I brought him in. I hope he doesn't get dropped. Knowing my luck, he'll be dropped. Knowing my luck, he'll be dropped. But and then Sam Darcy will be dropped, and then we don't have Harley Reid, so I'll get a donut. Oh, imagine that carnage.
Harry Freeman hasn't going doing well. I got to see Lionel Richie live at 2010 Grand Final replay. There you go. There you go, Lukey. Very nice. Blues fan, regarding Biggie job security, was a teacher at my school who now works at North as a development coach. A teacher asked him this week his thoughts on Biggie, and he said he's going to bring him in. Make of that what you will. Whoa, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I think he's got at least 2 to 3 weeks. The first game was really good. Like, realistically, Biggie's a bit older, right? But his first game was really good. For us in SuperCoach, I think in general, it was decent. It's just a bad game. Like, the guy's played he's played 3 games of AFL and 2 for North Melbourne. Like, you can't... You can base it off that performance, but it's kind of harsh to do that.
Poor guy was set up to fail right from the start.
Oh, mate. Should have gone to Essendon.
Probably should have, but he wouldn't be able to break into that. Maybe he would be playing right now with the injuries to Ridley and Reid. Potentially, he might have had a shot. But
yeah, he would be playing right now.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure he copped a knock early on in the piece last week. Obviously,
yeah, he did.
Yeah,
it was close to half time, I think, and then he had some time on the bench, and then it was basically that was it, and then the bench got released. So yeah, he'd be all right.
He'll be fine.
Big J in the car.
Huge.
Yeah.
I'm trading out Williams anyway, Hippo. I want that money, and I fear his break even. As it currently stands, I mean, what's his break even now? It's gonna be in his price for the next few weeks. Let me just move this over. And then type
He's the right. It's the perfect time to get rid of him as well because he's not going to have DPP like Massimo, who I'm pretty sure has got DPP. And we get all these guys like Roberts and Nick Martin and such that you can actually put into the back line. So it really is the perfect time to go for the upgrade.
Yeah, 65s doesn't really see him going up much. We need some more spike games out of him. Yep. You're going to need some more 80s. He did give it to the last 2 weeks, but Sard will be coming back. And I don't know if that means that Williams will continue to score really well. I'm just going to take his money. He's made me 111K. I'm just going to take his money and run. Bailey, hey, fellas, just a follow-up from last night's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was awesome, by the way. Need 2 of Nick Martin, Zorko, or Raul, or McRae. Just scared of Bevo.
I personally wouldn't be picking McRae. McRae's one of the guys who has so many questions against him at the moment. As to what's going to happen. Give him another week. Yes, he's going to go up in cash, but we haven't seen him with all these players still in the team. Obviously, you'd hope that Libba was back. Who are we going to pick? Sorry. Let me quickly check. Nick Martin, Zorko, or... Oh, you got to pick Raul. Come on. I'm still pissed off I don't have him, Joe. I'm still pissed off I don't have him.
Look at Raul's next 4. So he's got the West Coast Eagles this week at home without Harley Reid. And then he plays Brisbane at the Gabba at night. Dewy, slippery conditions. Lots of stoppages. He's going to be like a fish in water. Then he's got North Melbourne in Darwin, where it's more muggier than frickin' Frankson and Dandenong put together, and you're held at knife point. It's even muggier than that. And then you've got Geelong also at Darwin. So his next 4 is going to be great. And then after Carlton, again, it's not too bad. He's got the Bombers at home. He's got the Saints. He's got Freo, Collingwood. And the beautiful thing about Gold Coast's run is that, unfortunately, they play North Melbourne and West Coast twice still to come. He's a bit more expensive than before, though. You're paying an extra 70K. But if he goes as projected, which I think he probably can, he's going to get close to 700. He'll be 670K.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to wait a long time before you get him in. So for me, I'm happy getting Matt Rowell in, but you need 2 of them. So I don't know how you can afford Matt Rowell and a Zorko, or Matt Rowell and a Nick Martin. You must have a shit ton of money in the bank, Bailey.
Well, you can do a lot of stuff. If you had like 200K in the bank, you offload like a Sanders, a Zach Williams, and then someone else, you could make it happen. Three mid prices, 200K in the bank. It's pretty doable.
Yeah, if you're looking for 2 cheaper options, I reckon Martin and Zorko are the 2 that you get.
Yeah, like it. But I still think Raul's the best of the choice.
Yeah, if you're gonna get 1, I just can't see how you get 2 of them if you're getting Raul. Boy Dot, I got Mac Andrews. Is that good? Oh.
Yes.
Mac Andrews
has been fantastic. He has been fantastic over the last few weeks. I was a bit hesitant on him at 300K, but if you got him in, I think you just scored 100 in the back line. Super low break even. And he looks good. He's one of those players you just love to watch. Like, watch him, you know.
He's scoring like a mofo. Like, he's like scoring like no one's business. He's got the Eagles this week, who don't have Harley Reid kicking the ball inside forward 50 either. So you could end up, it depends. It could just mean that it becomes a mauling in the midfield. All of the kicks inside 50 for West Coast are going to be hack kicks forward. And Mac Andrew could just lap it up. So he's in wonderful form. Well done, Boy Dot. You are now Man Dot, because this is a very big boy decision to trade in Mac Andrew. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
West Coast Eagles rule, not bringing in the work experience kids this week.
Mate.
It's the work experience kids every week. What are you talking about, West Coast Eagles rule?
What can I say, man? Like, you can't say nothing. We're just shit. But, you know, sometimes people are shit. You still support the club. You got to deal with it. That's it.
Got to get good. We won't find out till tomorrow if a biggie is the issue. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It is only Wednesday after all, and that's why we've been given this really shrunk up time frame. Like, we barely had our Monday night live stream, and now we're having a Wednesday night live stream. You know what I mean? Like, it's been a very quick turnaround. I'm not complaining. I love me some footy. Boy Doc, for my tips, I have gone for the Dons against the Pies, just because I have their trust now since last round against Adelaide. Is it good?
I went the Dons versus the Pies. I think 2 meter Peter is going to make a bit of a difference for you up forward and really offer something. So potentially he comes in. I don't know if Draper and him plays, Joe. Maybe you can kind of give some insight there. But yeah, I think the team's looking good. You guys are on fire at the moment.
Look, if it's from me, I wouldn't be playing all of Draper, Goldie, Harrison Jones. I wouldn't be playing all and Peter Wright. I think that's all. I think that's way too big. And Collingwood are a fast team, and I think if we bring in all of the tools, they're gonna outrun us, and we won't be able to apply pressure. However, Brad Scott has come out and said that Draper is going to be playing. So that to me, and you can't drop Harrison Jones after his recent form. So to me, it looks like Goldie's getting dropped. I can't see a world where we're going to go 4 tools. I just can't see it. No one does it. Not even Bevo is crazy enough to do that. So I think that means maybe it's a bit of smoke and mirrors, and Draper is in fact going to get dropped. We're going to say, oh, something late's come up and we've had to rest him. But I can't see us going 4 tools. Peter Wright slots straight back in for sure. Yeah. But one of Goldie or Draper definitely misses, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully that means we get the dub. They're definitely the hot favourites. I was looking through my lunch break today at the tips, and I think 30 out of 32 people, only 3 people have tipped the Bombers out of the experts in the Herald Sun. Only 3 have tipped the Bombers, and one of them is Sarah, and she is an Essendon supporter. So I don't know. It doesn't look good.
Well, not many people would have tipped West Coast last week, and they all got stuffed, so too bad for them.
Michael's got the Dons tomorrow. Hopefully would be awesome. Lukey, would be awesome if we explored VCC options. Yeah, we can absolutely do that, Lukey. I love that selection. Very nice. We shall do that in a sec.
1 sec. Hey, look. Big J's sideways now. Sideways.
Why do you have a triangle outside your window? What's that? Where are you at the moment?
I am at my beach volleyball place, so I'm going to go play some sports after this. I just didn't want to go home because it's going to take me too long to get home. So yeah, playing some sports.
Very nice. Maltese. If the Pies play like they did last week, they looked unreal. They looked wonderful, and it's going to be very. That's what I'm worried about. Teams just seem to hit form right around the time that we're about to play them. Like Adelaide, they just come off a win against Carlton. So I was really happy that we managed to get the dub. But if Collingwood play the way they played last week, then we're in for a tough game. Captain Merritt, bro. Merritt is my VC this week because I don't own Petrarca or Gawn. Both of those boys are going to pop off like a terrorist. I don't know. They're just going to explode. But Merritt is my VC. Nice. But Merritt is my VC this week. So, I'm going to VC Merritt. Hopefully he goes bananas. And then when it comes to the captain, it's just like, geez, who do you captain? Like, it's hard to go with Tom Green with the form that he's been in. That's been really bad. You're not going to go.
It might be one of those weeks where you get. Nah. I don't think so. You could probably go like a Houston or someone as your captain. I know Magic, who's in the chat currently, might be doing that as well. Did it last week. There's a few of these players. It probably just seems like maybe you don't pick your captains and vice captains might be over by like Saturday.
I know Causa put the C on Houston, which was awesome for him. Congratulations. But I don't know. I always find it weird captaining a halfbacker. It just is unnatural to me for some reason. I don't know if it's my inherent bias. I don't know if Sheasel going to maintain that role. It's hard to go with Sheasel if there's flags of a potential role change. I don't know if you guys are willing to roll the dice with Sammy Walsh playing at the G against the Cats. Cats are ranked 5th for restricting scores against mids. So I don't know if you want to go with a Sammy Walsh. You're fully invested into him. Could go 130 again potentially. The Bont is the Bont. We all know how great Bont is. What did he do last time? I'm pretty sure last time he went bananas against Fremantle over there, didn't he?
Yeah, not sure.
Oh, no. Yeah. Last time he played at Optus, he went 182 points. I'm going Sellers captain. He's averaging 4.5 points, West Coast Eagles rule. Are you sure you want a 9-point captain? I love it.
Make it happen.
Really good. They are giving GWS in Brisbane and Essendon versus Collingwood. As in the team sheets. Okay. Fair enough. Biggie should be fine at least until Dawson is back. Yep, I think so. Zach, hey lads, ever thought about releasing these live streams as a podcast on Spotify?
Yeah. We can do that.
Okay. There you go.
It's just about getting the stuff set up, really. Like, I don't know if we can live stream straight to Spotify and then it just saves it on the account, but like your Spotify, your iTunes, all those kind of things, there's some weird stuff. It's not just like YouTube where you can make an account and then you upload stuff. There's a lot of back-end things for it. So, yeah, potentially we can make it happen. Maybe we start it up a bit more throughout the season. I know a lot of people still don't have like YouTube Premium like I do. So you can't listen to it. You have to have the screen open to be able to watch it, even the VODs. So, yeah, potentially we can make it happen. No big deal.
I think what it would be that we finish this stream and then we download it as just an audio file and then upload it to Spotify afterwards. I think what it would be.
But the audio, it's like actually uploading as someone on Spotify is different. It's not just like you making a YouTube account and being able to upload, I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Paul, boys, how's it going, Paulie? Lukey, Williams is a trade, even if fit, can't hold him in a 40 trade format. 33 score, holds his cash in for next 2 weeks. Exactly right. So. Cheese, bro. Howdy, legends. Got distracted by my true crime shows and realized I need to get trades done for SuperCoach.
Now, my phone has 38% battery, so we'll see how long that lasts for and see how long I last for, but fingers crossed I can stay playing. I can stay on the stream for a bit longer.
Fingers crossed, mate. Gorn or track for VC, asks Moobs Ridza with all of the Riz. I think it's hard to go past Max Gorn, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go to DFS. Max Gorn could just be the highest scoring player for all of SuperCoach this year. And he's had the rest. So he's going to freaking pop off tonight. He's up against Nankervis, who got beat by West Coast.
I have a feeling in my head that Gorn's not going to score that well because what's his face? Sam Naismith's in the team. And from memory, Sam Naismith can be a fairly restrictive like opposition for them. So I don't think it's going to be like a super duper blowout, but he should be decent enough for a VC. I think majority of people are going to go VC Gorn.
So you reckon track is better? I mean, track, according to this, against
they give up points to midfields like no one's business, man.
Yeah. So Petrarca, potentially. You can't go wrong either way, I think. You can't go wrong either way. And like my boy here, Dan, Frio Tragic, I'm in the exact same situation as you, brother. I might be drinking a lot of whiskey tonight to make sure I don't watch this game. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for us. Yes, Maltesing. Reed is out. Yes, correct. Who do you boys get in this week? Asks Ben. Walsh, Houston, or someone else? I've went with Walsh.
I also got Walsh in my team. Yeah. Yeah, I went Zach Williams out, Harry Sharp out, who I wasn't very happy with, and that was partly why I didn't get Rao last week, but we don't talk about too much. And then I went Garcia and I went Sam Walsh this week.
There you go. I've got it in Matt Rao. I'm trying to, if Matt Rao doesn't pop off for me in this next 4, it's going to be really sad. I'm paying up in my team. I'm paying up for a lot of really good premiums. Merritt, I traded him in, gave me a 109. I really need a strong bounce back from him. I've traded in Rao. I need him to continue doing good for me. I've traded in Marshall. It's giving me a 51. Freaking stuff you, Rowan. So I need these premiums to freaking play like premiums, god damn it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I've gone with Rao, and in a full sending of faith, I have captained him as well. So fingers crossed that works. Cheese. I'm still keen to hold faith if Williams for now is playing good on-field scoring potential still. Yeah, it's true. But you could get that from a Clahisi or from a Graham even. Or a Matt Roberts.
It's a lot of money to hold.
Correct. Agreed. But to be fair, I don't have enough buckets to milk all the dirty fat and cash cows I have. Nice. Is it worth going Tom Green to Matt Rao?
The only way I would do it is if you were using it as a boost and you were upgrading somewhere else.
I don't know.
That would be the only way. That would be the way I would do it. I would say, cool, make the trade, but upgrade somewhere else in your team, as well as being able to do it. Because a lot of people are getting in primos this week. You don't want to be behind.
I wouldn't be spending 50K on a sideways trade. Personally. You're trying to finish your team. You're trying to upgrade your team. And Tom Green is still Tom Green. I think Tom Green, he's still got the role. If we open up DFS again and we go to Tom Green, he is still him. He's clearly playing inefficiently. There's no doubt about it. And the clangers are hurting. The disposal efficiency is hurting. He's gone 70 and 71% in his last 2 weeks. But he's still got the 80% CBAs. He's still got the 85% CBAs. He's still finding the pill. He had 30 touches on the weekend. 30 touches. You know what I mean? So the scoring should turn around. And I'm willing to believe that he is still a top 8 caliber mid when he's actually disposing of the football correctly. So I'm willing to hold on to Tom Green. As great as Matt Rowell is, I'm not going to spend 50K on a sideways. Very nice, Big J. I like it.
Yeah, I'm actually charging my phone, which is nice.
Smart. Shorty jumped on Mac Andrew last week. Ooh, on you,
Shorty does a lot of weird shit.
I've got 270K in the bank after doing my 2 trades. Should I use a boost and trade out Jai Clark for someone like a Bose or an Adams, or save the boost? Oh, not for Taylor Adams and not for Bose either. So what? How much is Jai Clark? Let's see. So Jai Clark. Jai Clark is 153,900. So if he's 153,900 plus 270K in the bank. So someone at 423. That's a really awkward price point. And I don't think there is anyone at 423 that's worth it.
Yeah.
Filter to 423. You can't even afford Tom Powell.
Yeah, pretty much.
423. You probably already have Harley Reid, but he's off, so you can't get him in. No, I wouldn't do it. I'd hold the boost. You could go Bailey Dale. Do you trust it though? There's no Caleb Daniel. Caleb Daniel comes back in the team, and I think Bailey Dale goes to shit. So I wouldn't go Bailey Dale myself. Yeah, there's no one. There is nobody. Sorry, Elliot. Just hold the boost. Save the money for next week, and double upgrade next week potentially.
Yeah.
Boy Dot is 9 years old. Really? Okay. Welcome aboard. Harry, how's it going? Evening to you. Velo, if Biggie is out, would you go Riley Garcia or Tunstall? I'd go Tunstall. Going
Well, you
early
don't go
on
Riley Garcia because
Really?
you need a downgrade option for next week. Don't
Correct.
go Garcia now.
Correct. Is trading in Young a good idea? Asks Jacob.
No.
He's too young. Probably not. That was pretty bad. I'm sorry. Forgive me, guys. 121 break even against the Dogs, who are really good at restricting midfielders. As you can see, they are the second hardest team to score against in the midfield. It's pretty high break even. Plus, there was concerns over Hammy last week at the end of the game. He was getting iced up, I think it was. And he also spent quite a bit of time on the bench with some hamstring awareness or tightness. So, yeah, I'd be very wary about going Hayden Young. For me, he's a no.
Yeah. I think if you had got him at like sub 500K, sure. But not now. It's too late.
It's too late to apologize.
Well,
Okay,
like he's 550K, right? Wouldn't you just go and spend 30K more and get like Dan Houston? Really?
Yeah, you would actually. Correct. Get Dan Houston if you haven't got him in. Come on, boys. Ben, if Biggie is out, then hashtag bring back Pink. I love it. I guess we know who Ben has sitting dead on the bench at the moment.
Yep.
Harry, what legends? 3 streams in 3 days. Clap it up. If you like what you've been seeing, boys and girls, please a like for the algorithm. Also makes us feel very happy inside in the feelies. If we have some likes on the stream. If you're new, a subscription. We don't bite. We have some banter. Sometimes I do bite Jonas if he's a bit too much of a smartass for me. But otherwise, we don't bite. We're very nice, I think. Who was the last number 1 pick to be as exciting as Harley Reid? Reminds me when Rao stormed into the league. Yeah, 100%. It would have been Matt Rao, who got a lot of praise.
Yeah.
Who else came into the league with a lot of fanfare? Paddy McCartan didn't have that much.
Let's go through the Sam Walsh. Sam Walsh was good.
Yes. Correct.
Matt Rowell was good. Last year, Cadman wasn't fantastic, I think. Yeah, that's probably about it, really. Am I missing one in between, Joe?
No one else has had immense fanfare where you were waiting for him to show up.
Harley Reid's been a fantastic player, don't get me wrong, right? But I think him being in West Coast and only 2 teams being in West Coast and, yeah, it's a bit different, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not too many players that have been absolutely bonkers in the media before. Hit that like button. 71 watching on the top. Be better, bro. Lukey's just dropped the bomb. If anything, you know what Lukey's done? Lukey has just slapped the viewers. There you go. We're using the slap. Lukey with the massive slap there. That was harsh. That was heavy-handed. Naders, trades this week out. Hardman, Massimo D'Ambrosio, and Zachy Boy Williams. In Garcia, Dacos, and Butters. Oh, wow. Very nice. Very, very nice, Naders.
I like it.
Holy shit. How much money do you have in the bank? You're still carrying 400K? What did you do?
There's some teams. There's some good teams out there, Joe.
Bro, he is trading out two mid prices and a rookie for 2 Uber premiums. Plus, he's got 400K still. Naders. Bro, it's a good thing you got a dollar sign in that name because you must have a lot of money. Gee whiz. That's unbelievable. Fintan, Riley Garcia, or James Tunstall? Tunstall. Don't go early on a Bevo rookie. You never do it. You never do it.
Yep.
Joe, we have played Charlie, Harry, TDK, and Shitnet last 2 weeks. That's true, actually. You have played big, but DeConning is a very agile big. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think so. Draper's a little bit in that mold. 2 Meter Peter's not the most agile. He's got the grace of a cement truck. You can ask Cunningham that. But yeah. Shitternet shouldn't be playing though. Hey guys, what do you think about 2 matches on Anzac Day? I am disgusted. I am absolutely disgusted, Flag Bias. It is disgusting.
They're coming with the times, right? I mean, there's 2 games on Good Friday now. There only ever was 1 game on Good Friday until someone complained about it. So, yeah, just kind of stuck, I guess.
How many years has Good Friday been a thing though?
2012 or something, I think, maybe a little bit longer.
AFL Grand Final game.
I thought you were going to say, how long has Good Friday been around? Friday. Oh, wait, Jesus.
Sorry, Good Friday, not Grand Final. They both start with GF. When was the very first one? First AFL Good Friday game. When was that? The first time a game from Premiership points. 2017.
No.
2017. Meanwhile, Anzac Day has been a thing since 1995. This is a tradition that is well established.
That's like your birthday, Joe.
Huh?
That's like your birthday.
Yes, I was born in 1995. Correct. I was born in that year. Good things have come to the world in that year, clearly. But we also had a draw. As you say, Maltesing, it was indeed a draw in 1995. I am very disappointed in the fact that such a long-standing tradition, you can call it Essendon bias, and you would be probably correct. But I just think, mate, we set it up. No one else did. Bad luck. We got in first serve, best dressed. That's how it is, in my opinion. Biggie or Tunstall? It's a big one. Get it? Biggie. It's a big one. Look, I don't know, man. That's tough. I got both this week because I couldn't split them. Tunstall, I think, has got the job security with Zach Bailey out 4 to 5. I think that's really important. Also, Dev Robertson. Oh, there we go. We've lost Big J. Also, Dev Rob, also out for a few weeks. So if we go to injury list. So Zach Bailey is out. And Dev Rob is also out. So Zach Bailey 4 to 5, Dev Rob 4. So you would imagine that surely Tunstall holds his spot in the side for at least 4 weeks. And that's great for us. There is obviously the sub risk because he played his first game as a sub. Last week, he wasn't subbed out because of the Oscar McInerney injury. So he was bailed out from there. Hopefully, he doesn't get subbed out, but he at least will play. Biggie, unlikely to be subbed out, but they have brought in a medium defender this week, and that could be a little nerve-wracking for Biggie's job security. So I think Biggie is fine as a selection. If you can only go with one, I reckon it's a higher chance that Biggie will score better in an intercept defending role than Tunstall, who is more likely to be a sub. It's a real tight call. They're both not the best rookies to be bringing in, but hey, we're beggars at this point, and beggars can't be choosers. Cheese, I have a big feeling Oliver will be the most traded in premium next week. I feel like he's going 140 plus. I wouldn't be surprised at all, Cheese. I wouldn't be surprised. Simon Goodwin's come out and he said that he looks really good. He's trained incredibly well. The surgery went well on his hand, and he looks like he's ready to go bananas. So if anyone's going to go big, him, Petrarca, the only hope that we have is that they both eat into each other's scoring, that Petrarca and Oliver are just both so dominant that they both eat into each other is the only hope. That rather than one of them going 140 plus, that they both go 120. That would be the perfect scenario for us. Boy Dot, just looking at my tips and just saw my own team playing against Melbourne in 1 and 30 minutes. I thought they would be playing tomorrow. No, they're playing tonight. Anzac Eve. I'll have the VC on Gorn and the C on Rao. That's a very nice move, Paulie. If you have Max Gorn, that's where you go. Bont 182, he went bananas. I actually had him as VC in that game, SuperCoach lock. So I was a very happy owner last year. I'm just going to take VC Gorn. Too much indecision about other options. Bro, he's been as reliable as they come this year, 100%. Who would have feel out of Dempsey, Biggie Juice, Combin, and Darcy need 3 on field? What do you reckon, Big J? Are you back? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm back.
Who would you field out of these three players?
Phil, we need 3.
Yes.
Okay, Darcy, Dempsey, Combin.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
100%. Never seen someone like Sellers Westcott. Literally, an apple would be more useful for North. At least to keep the doctors away.
I don't know. Like he's all right at VFL level, right? He just, sometimes players take a bit longer, and North Melbourne's forward line's the most dysfunctional thing I've seen in a while. So, yeah,
almost as dysfunctional as the back line.
Yeah, almost.
Noah, 278k in the bank. Very nice. Planning to go Williams to Walsh. Thinking maybe D'Ambrosio to Garcia. Yes, Garcia is a must-have this week. And probably use the cash to get another upgrade. Feel like it's too late to trade out McKercher. Thoughts? Is it too late to trade out McKercher?
I don't think so. I think he... Yeah, I think we still got to...
that's bad.
Shit. What's his time like, though? Check out his... What's his break average? Is he going to bounce back now or no?
If he scores 53, he loses another 23k. So if he's going 53s, it's going to take him a few weeks just to get back up to 270. Yeah, that was bad. You probably should have traded him out earlier.
Yeah. Some people saying,
obviously that's not a great return on your investment, but if he's going to continue playing a shit role, you got to get him out. Oh, teams are out. Yeah. Teams are out.
Yeah,
I
think so as well. If you've got McKercher like that and he's scoring like that, you can still make like 150k from a downgrade. I'd almost be looking at it like that, being like, cool, you get a 50 on field, No worries. Let's get the downgrade instead.
There you go. So we know about the
Richmond?
Melbourne game. We know, obviously, that unfortunately our boy Kane McAuliffe was dropped. If he's back next week, then obviously he's on the bubble again. So then you would bring him in. Naismith, big in, playing his second game. So you don't have to rush and get him in right now. Bailey Laurie also could be on the bubble next week if he performs well. So keep an eye out on those boys. Our tip for tonight, it's got to be Melbourne, yes?
Yes. And Oliver to have a big game and then make us all want to trade in Oliver next week.
Yes, correct. He's named on the ball right here as a follower. Who is the sub going to be, you reckon?
Bailey Laurie.
Yeah. Meanwhile, for the Tigers, Ben Miller?
Sorry, I can't see too much. Yeah, I think so. I think Miller. I don't think Blake Naismith would be sub. If that makes sense.
McAuliffe is an emergency. McAuliffe is emergency. All right. Really? Really? We're playing all of them?
Yep.
Goldstein,
I told you.
Draper, Wright, and Jones?
Yep. I told you.
Is it raining?
He's doing a bevo. He's doing a bevo. You've got 2 tall forwards, another forward, and then a ruckman.
What's the weather like in Melbourne on Thursday? It's freaking raining. What are you doing? It's raining. Why are you playing 4 talls and in the rain? Oh, no.
You're going to
change your tips, boys. Change your tips. It's Collingwood by how much? It's Collingwood by how much? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's bad. It's probably going to be Hind as the sub.
Potentially. Maybe Jade Gresham sub.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'm disgusted now. I'm actually pissed. I was half excited for tomorrow's game. Now I might not even watch it. That is so
but
shocking.
Dacos is named on the ball. If that happens, you guys win.
Bro, why are we going to... I'm not upset about Elijah being dropped, but I agree. We're going to get smoked with these big lumbering idiots. Oh, man, we're going to get screwed. All right, congratulations, Collingwood. You win. All right, Giants v Brizzy. Toby Green out. Darcy Jones comes in.
Look, he's...
Jared Lyons has been dropped.
You get one sub week of Jared Lyons in the bin. Where's the in the bin, Joe?
You got to put the in the bin. Where is it?
In the bin.
In the bin, Jared Lyons. Oh, GG, no re.
Oh, man.
Get slapped, all you Jared Lyons. Get slapped, son. Oh, that is unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's hilarious. Yeah, Darcy Jones, look, some big raps about this kid. Reckon if he plays and performs well, it will be tough ask for him to hold his spot because he is obviously replacing Toby Green. He'd have to somehow get a gig ahead of Brett Daniels.
I could see a Harvey Thomas getting dropped at some point. I think his last couple of games haven't been great. So if Darcy Jones plays well, Thomas might be on the outer for a little while. But I think Peating is the one from Giants who's going to get subbed because he's been subbed the last couple of weeks.
Yep, fair enough. Darcy Fort is in to replace the Big O. Connor McKenna comes in. Now, I know someone here is saying McKenna in Zorko could suffer its Maltesing. He could. It's potential because obviously Connor McKenna plays halfback. Now, naturally, we know that the reason why Zorko was moved to halfback in the first place was because of Kitty Coleman being out. And Kitty Coleman did coexist with McKenna. So I don't necessarily think Zorko is going to get absolutely destroyed. Funnily enough, he's been named forward pocket. Is that where he was named last week? Just
Not sure.
by the by. The good thing is Tunstall has not been dropped.
Yeah.
Where is he? He's on the bench. He's not the last named either. Noah Answorth is the last named on the bench. So fingers crossed Noah's the sub and not James.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
Oh, there you go. So Paul is saying yes, Zorko was named full forward last week. So there you go. So I think we're going to continue seeing Dane Zorko off half back. The only hope and dream that we can have is that Connor McKenna starts taking a lot more kick-ins. But even then, Zorko only had the 3 kick-ins last week, so it's not like he particularly needs the
He's
kick-ins.
just such a clean kick, man. Like,
yeah,
it's just so good.
Even
at 35.
Yeah, 35. The magic acupuncture has done an amazing thing for him.
Yep.
Oh, that's it. There's nothing. Team sheets, bro. I know, Paul. I know. I've been. You know me. I've been preaching all year. The team sheets mean bro. You could. I wouldn't even wipe my butt with the team sheets. Really, like it doesn't. The positions don't mean anything.
I would. You get to see who's in and out. Like at least that's something.
Mate, Tom Green on the ball. Get around us.
Yay! Lockie Whitfield named halfback. Yay!
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? When's the rest of the games drop? Probably tomorrow. Ghost.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Nothing else. This is just mainly for the game.
Which sucks because you almost have to go like a Tunstall now over a Biggie Newen. Just because Tunstall's at least playing. Imagine if you didn't. Oh no, well he's playing at 7:40. If they had like the 3:20 game, you'd be stuffed. Because the game would start and you're like, oh well, I can't get Biggie now because he's not named, and then I missed out on Tunstall. So yeah. Few people
Tunstall
might make the change already.
Tunstall could well and truly be the sub this week.
That'd be good for me because I'm a non-owner.
Who would come out for him? If he's the sub, who comes off for Tunstall?
Oh, anyone. Anyway, PE players get injured. They move a lot of players around. It's hard to... Like, he can only play forward, right? So, it's a forward.
Yeah, but he was playing a lot of time on the wing last week. I know a lot of his disposals last week. He looked really good. I actually watched his game, and he looked really good. It was rough conditions. It was slippery. It was raining. It was bucketing down. But he was clean. 11 touches at 91% efficiency. Managed to stick 3 tackles. I liked his game. He got a lot of the ball. I can't say a lot of the ball, but as you can see, most of his disposals, he pushed up, played the high half forward, got involved on the wing. And I really hope that he's rewarded with not being a sub. He was a sub the first time around, got to play the whole game last week. And I thought he managed to run out the game okay. So it would be great if he's not the sub, but he plays for Brisbane and they're a very stacked team, as we know. So Biggie won't be a sub.
No, he won't.
Could Drury be a sub?
Depends who the rest of the players we bring in is. That's the big thing. Depends who the rest of the guys coming in are. I love how it doesn't even have a Drury like second year picture.
Yeah, exactly. It looks exactly the same.
Same with Biggie Newen, except like different coloured jersey.
He was subbed off in round 10 last year, and he was subbed on in the last game last year for a whopping 9 SuperCoach points in a half of football.
Double Tyler Sellers score.
Shit, bro. What are these rookies that we have this week? This is horrific. It's like, what do you want? Do you want a turd or do you want a different? There's a different color turds. Do you want a green one? Do you want a black one? Do you want a brown one? It's just like, bro, it's such a tough week this week. Unbelievable. Normal time, Paul. Normal time. It's like 6:20, 6:25.
Yeah.
Jonas, Dane Porco is a 35-year-old philanderer with a lot of baggage who enjoys injuring himself and others and generally just being a flog. Sounds like a catch.
Hey, someone married him. Tell you what.
And then he cheated on him.
Yep. Yeah, he did.
All
right. I need to head off because my phone is about to die. And I just want to say thanks, everyone, for watching. I'm not sure how long you're going to be on for, Joe. But, yeah, thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll catch you. I don't think we'll do a reaction to the team sheets for tomorrow. But good luck. Make sure all your players are playing. And go Roos.
See you, Jez. I'll be on for a little bit longer. We'll see, depending on how we're feeling, how the chat is going. Might call it up soon. I kept McKercher because of Sanders, and after hearing some of the things Clarko mentioned in his presser, it gives me some belief that he'll go back into defense and score more than 50s. Look, he's better than the 50s that he's been given out. Like McKercher, he's a great player. I think he's been let down by Clarko. The move into the midfield was just wrong. Moving him into the midfield, opening him up to the stoppages around in the center bounce where it's highly congested. He's a young player. Playing Fisher off half back instead of allowing him to develop behind the ball is really bad, I think. I think Clarko mismanaged him, unfortunately. And because of that change in role, he's now all of a sudden got some terrible scores. Obviously, he got the hits to his chest. And last week, again, 10% CBAs. He's too young. He's not supposed to be there. He's supposed to be playing off halfback. And this is not a good heat map. This is a horrific heat map. For a young halfback player, that's not where he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be here. All of his ball is supposed to be here, and then using his great kicking to get the ball moving forward. And unfortunately, they're not doing that. Hopefully, they can push him back behind the ball where he's supposed to be. And obviously, by that point, his scoring will obviously improve. The issue is, though, that his price is going to plummet. He's going to break even 104. You really need him to be moved to halfback this week, ASAP. Will he play off halfback? There's going to be that debutant this week, Hardman, and he's a medium defender. So they're bringing in more defenders into the team. As long as Zach Fisher is back there, McKercher is not going to be able to play the role that he really needs to play. They need to move Fisher out of halfback. They need to put Fisher in the forward half where he played most of his career at Carlton. So I find it hard to imagine that someone who just plays SuperCoach for fun and just talks and rambles in front of a camera could potentially know more than one of the greatest coaches of all time. I obviously am underselling Clarko here, but it just to me seems like a logical no-brainer that that's the move that you need to make. Is Hayden Young too risky to bring in? I think it is, Jai. I think it is. And I'm doing it only for you, Uncle Akka, as an apology for starting late. I'm going to help keep your boy Hayden Young a secret. Hayden Young spent a lot of time on the bench at the end of the game last week. Hamstring awareness, hamstring tightness. Don't entirely know which one is which, but break-even of 121 up against the Doggies, who are one of the hardest matchups for midfielders. I probably wouldn't go Hayden Young at this point in time. So Bigoa or Tunstall? I'd go Bigoa, I think. Jay? I'm worried. I'm concerned about Tunstall being a sub. I'm worried about that. Makes you want to go early on Garcia. It does, but you need to have someone to downgrade to next week. If we knew what we can do is we can wait. Now, we know that Richmond are really bad at getting injuries to players. All we need for Kane McAuliffe to play is for an injury to someone in the midfield. And he's been dropped because Hopper is back. Now, if anyone in that midfield mix gets injured this week, you know first person in line is going to be Kane McAuliffe. Now, do you want to trade in someone next week who is on the verge of being dropped and brought in every single week? I don't know if you do, but there is another option next week for a downgrade. If Richmond tonight cop an injury in the midfield, then all of a sudden you could find Kane McAuliffe back in the side next week, and therefore a downgrade option. I don't like going early, especially on Bevo-owned rookies, especially not owned by Bevo. Yeah. Well, I went early on Hugo Garcia last week, Craze Fit. Can I have my boost back, please? Yeah, I know. I wish I could. We do get extra trades in the upcoming buys. We do. So in those upcoming buys, we then get to have 3 trades per week without a boost. If you activate a boost, then you get 4. So we're going to be waiting till rounds 12, 13, 14, 15. So if over the course of these 4 rounds, we do get an extra boost. So in those, not extra boost, sorry, extra trade, where you can essentially do 3 trades a week. So that is a godsend. And if you hold on to a boost, then you can do 4. Could be pretty damn good. You could end up double downing and double upgrading in the same week, which is pretty sick. Fortunately, I won't be able to do that because I've already used up all my boosts. No regrets. Oh, Mikey, mate, much love to you, my friend. $2 asking if Sam Durham can average 100 to his buy. Look, you'd have to keep that midfield role in to begin with, if he has any chance to do that. Now, Sammy Durham, I love this kid to bits. Absolutely. This week, again, there is no changes in the midfield mix, so he's still going to get plenty of CBAs. And as long as he's playing in on the ball, he just finds a way to win the ball. A lot of it is contested in nature. He's a great kick. He loves to tackle, got 9 tackles on the weekend. So he just does it all. I absolutely love him to bits. The question strictly, though, is whether or not he keeps that role in the team. Because when we're looking at the CBAs, there are a bunch of names at the Bombers still to come back. And Dylan Shield had a very good first hit out in the VFL last week. I think he was best on ground. So Setterfield is out of the team. Archie Perkins is also out of the team. But I am more confident that Sam Durham maintains his spot in the midfield mix over someone like a Jai Caldwell, who really only started to get a bump up in CBAs once Perkins did his hammy. But as you can see, Sammy Durham has been getting regular midfield time throughout from the beginning of the season. I'm not entirely sure what happened in round 2 against the Swans, why he was given substantially less. Who took him? Where'd they go? Oh, Ben Hobbs was given. See, there you go. See, it's just that was the game where Ben Hobbs had most of it, and it just depends. It all depends really every week on who's firing and who's not. Ben Hobbs had a very good game. He was put on the ball more, and that ate into Durham's CBAs. Following week, bang, Durham back up to 48%, and Ben Hobbs dropped down to 9. So as you can I do believe in Sammy Durham. I really do, but what's his price? He costs. I just don't want mid prices at this point, man. I really don't want 384. He's not even that expensive, bro. You've tickled my fancy now, Mike. You've got me thinking about him. He is flying on and off the field. He's also dating a freaking supermodel. I'm pretty sure. If I go to Twitter, not Twitter, Twitter. If I go to Twitter and I type in Sam Durham, pretty sure Sam Durham is dating a supermodel now. Just as you do. Where is he? Sam Durham. There you go. Here it is. AFL star Sam Durham confirms he is dating glamorous model Paris Bishop. Sammy Durham getting rooted on and off the pitch. Sammy, mate, it's hard to. I mean, he's absolutely flying. Sammy Durham. He's living life to the fullest. Congratulations to him. Hopefully this keeps up. and he keeps giving us wonderful scores and performances on the field. Mate, if you believe in him as much as you seem to do, I believe in him too. I reckon he'll be good. For me, I'm a bit too worried. I don't want to go mid-pricer at this point in the season. I just want the rookies and the guns. I want to really try and maximize and get the top 8. And unfortunately, he's not going to be top 8. There's no doubt about it. He will not be a top 8 player in the midfield by any stretch. And he obviously doesn't have forward status, and he will not be gaining forward status because he plays a lot on the ball. You're going to want him to make you another 80K for him to be worthwhile. So if you look at his projections, if he's going at, I think that's unders. I think he will actually score better than a 67, personally speaking. I think he'll score more than 84 against Collingwood as well. So he will be close. It will be a line ball if he makes it, if he gets an extra 100K or not. If he does, then he's a success. If he's not, then I wouldn't go there. But I love him. I can't fault you if you decide to go with him. You are on him very well. All the best, Mikey. All the best. Bailey Laurie and Camden McIntosh are tonight's subs. There you go. Thank you very much for that, Noah. Hey, Joe, you skipped past me. All cool talk. Squeak, you're gaslighting me. Squeak, I swear you're gaslighting me. This is not the first time. Shit, you have actually commented. Damn, that was over half an hour ago. I apologize. Hey, Legends, ranked 260 trade. Very well done, Squeak. 260 trade. Yep, okay. Trade Williams via DPP to Walsh. Carroll to Garcia. Jackson to McRae. I wouldn't do it. I trust Luke Jackson more than I trust McRae. I wouldn't make that trade. I think Luke Jackson's more of a stable selection as a top 6 forward than McRae. McRae, I think you can afford to wait another week on him and see how he performs with Libba back in the team. And yeah, I prefer Jackson. 24 trades, 200,400 in the bank. You guys rock. Oh, much love. Thank you so much, Squeak. I promise I didn't mean to skip past you. I swear I didn't mean to skip past you. Taj Woden could be an option if he plays well tonight. True. The son of a gun, Taj Woden. Woe is he. How many games has he played? 136K, forward defender. He's played 4 games. And he's lost money. Oh. Taj. The Taj Mahal. Let's go. Why has he been so bad? Why has he scored so bad? Is it because he's been the sub every single week? Is that the only reason why? Taj. Yeah, he's been the sub every time. It's hard to score well and make money if you're the sub every single game. Oh, jeez. What the heck? 3 touches. 4 touches. 1 touch. Bro, get around him. 7 touches in this game. That's a lot of touch. A lot of touching. 3 marks, 3 tackles. Yeah, I can't. How could you possibly go Taj Woden? Thankfully, he's not the sub this week. But there's nothing stopping him from being subbed out. Oh, no. Yeah, watch him. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. My first time saying against the Pies, go the Dons. Bro, boy, Doc, I have an ABC policy. If anyone asks me who my second favorite team is, I just tell them anyone but Collingwood. Whoever's playing Collingwood that week is my second favorite team. So this week I have 2 favorite teams and they're both the same team. Hoops, Joe, I'm kind of mad. I know. He did play really well when he was subbed on in that last quarter. Definitely a lot better than Nick Hine, that's for sure. I think we need to give him games. I think we really need to expose him and blood him and give him more opportunities. He had some nice little moves Elijah Sidis. So unfortunately, clearly Brad's trying to develop him slower than usual. I don't know. I like him. We'll see. In the long run, I think he'll be very good for us. Only 13% time on ground, but I thought they were a pretty impactful 13%. So I like him. I'm more shocked the fact that we're playing 4 tools in the rain. How is that even freaking possible? Why are we playing 4 tools in the rain? Durham will tag Dacos or Degoe. Depends. If Dacos is playing on the ball in the midfield and the centre bounces, then yes. And I think Caldwell will go to Degoe, is my guess. Charlie either got Carroll and Campbell to Garcia and McRae, or Williams and Carroll to Garcia and anyone under 620k. Already got Walsh and Houston. Anyone under 620. Does that mean you've just missed Petrarca? You've just missed Petrarca. Can you somehow free up $3,900 and get Petrarca in? He's going to go bonkers tonight. If you can't. Williams and Carroll. Yeah, get rid of Williams and Carroll. Anyone under 620. Who are players under 620 that you really need to get? Let's see. It could have been Rao last week, but Rao's now gone up. You've already got Walsh. Could go a Sarong. If you don't have Flanders, get Flanders. Sarong's break even is how high? 123. He's pretty close to bottoming out. He's pretty close to bottoming out. He's had some decent games. 117 in what was a smashing. Could be okay. Maybe it's Sarong. If it's not Sarong, under 620k. Have you already got Dacos, Charlie? Now would be a good week to trade him in. Get Zorko in your forward line, because I'm pretty sure you own Harley Reid, and all of our forward lines are just a little bit weaker. Dane Zorko has just got that halfback role to him, and he's just flourishing in that role. It's pretty stupid. I actually hate it. I hate it when annoying people have good roles. He's a flog, just plain and simple. Playing halfback, taking some kick-ins. Already got Dacos and Sarong. You could go with him. Ever since he's moved to the kick-in role, as you can see, ever since he's moved to halfback, he's averaging 117. In the forward line, that's freaking stupid. So yeah, you could just go Dane Zorko this week before he goes up even more in price, and keep yourself with a little bit of money in the bank for some upgrades next week, Charlie. Thoughts on my trades this week? Williams, Sanders, and Lazaro out. Garcia, Walsh, and McRae in. Very nice. I like it. Good stuff. Blakey. Boydot. Vice, Gorn, Captain, Bont. But I have Sarong, Merritt, Flanders, or maybe Reid, who could be the captain. Harley Reid could be a captain if Gorn pops off tonight, which we think he will. So, yeah, you could go Harley Reid captain. But because Harley Reid's not playing this week, as you already know. So, yeah, Vice and Gorn is a no-brainer. Do you want to go with Bont or Sarong, Merritt? I'm going Merritt as my VC. And Flanders, I'd go Bont captain. Yeah, we paid up for him for a reason. And in regard to SuperCoach, frustrated a few weeks ago, held Jordan instead of Fife and Reid, and those decisions can make or break your season. But come in Petrarca, 7 more primos to get in. Yep. It's no use crying over spilt milk, hoops. It's easier said than done. I know every time I look at my team, I cry that I didn't get Steele in a couple of weeks ago, and I instead got Whitfield. If I got Steele in instead of Whitfield, and I had like just Massimo sitting here at D4, then I'd obviously have Steele as well. And then next week, if I can afford Petrarca, I'd have a fully finished midfield with a potentially all top 8. But it is what it is. Same on the second team. There we go. Great minds. Zorko still up. Yeah, he still is, Mitch. He still is. He went back to cover Kitty Coleman. And obviously, Kitty Coleman was a viable selection even with McKenna in the team. Need to avoid a donut this week. Marty Hoare to Garcia or boost Stewart, D'Ambrosio, and Williams to Garcia and 2 Primos. Stewart's going to drop in more money, I'm pretty sure. But I don't like trading out my premiums who are out for only 1 week. Marty Hoare was available for selection, and yet he wasn't. Maybe you can trade out Hoare. Who's the 4th tall? Wright, Drapes, Goldie, Jones. Because Jones' tackle pressure is great, but I think Draper or Goldie get subbed. Yeah, they might get subbed, sure. But the game might be over before that. If it's raining and wet, you don't want the big boys lumbering around hoops. I'm not a fan of that. Shelley Bain, do I trade Dempsey or Williams? I'd trade out Williams. I think Dempsey has a chance to bounce back. Wait 1 week and get English, I reckon. You could. 611K. Already got Deco since I already read that. He's not a flog. Joe Merritt is. Why is Zach Merritt a flog, Travis? Come on. Zach Merritt? Are we talking about the same man? Are we talking about the same guy? Zach Merritt is a flog? And Zorko isn't? What? Come on, man. That's terrible. That's a bad call. Answer my very important question. What is your question, Hippo? I'm now scrolling up to find your question, Hippo. All right. What's better? Your footy team win or a top 100 round rank in SuperCoach? I'm taking the round rank. Yeah, I think so. It's pretty tough, isn't it? Look, if we win this week against the Pies, I'd have that win over a top 100 rank. I would, because I hate the Pies, and I really doubt that we're going to win. So for me, I'd go with the team winning, my real team winning. But if we're playing against North Melbourne, then yeah, 100%. Top 100. It's got to be in. Hey, Joe, if Big Joe can cry about Rail, I can cry about Reed. Yeah, fair enough. Joe versus MRO time? We can. We can do it, yes. Travis, you're a troll. Get out of this Essendon-centric stream. Bro, I can be objective when it comes to the Bombers. Where is Big J? He's out playing beach volleyball at the moment. Track or Gone VC? I initially just thought go straight Gone. But then Big J raised an important point that they're playing 2 rucks this week. So they're trying to double team Maxi with both Naismith and Nate Curvis. So they might try to work him over, and there might not be any answer for a Petrarca. So really, you can't go wrong. If you own both of them, then you are going to be in for a great night regardless, Aussie Abroad. I own neither of them. So I'm going to be watching like underneath my desk here. How can you put D'Ambrosio at midfield, but I can only put in defense? Or is it because you have the SuperCoach Plus? No, it's not just a SuperCoach Plus. He's got defensive DPP. You need to have other players that can make the switch. I've tipped Essendon. Really, bro? Really? Even after you've seen the teams? We've brought in Peter Wright. So we're playing Peter Wright, Sam Draper, Todd Goldstein, and Harrison Jones. We're playing 4 talls, and it's raining. I am terrified. Terrified for my sanity. Team winning any day. There you go. See, priorities are straight for Maltesing. Benji, is it crazy that I'm passing on Walsh to get Martin in? Playing safe, but Track is on the cards next week. Yeah, I think Track. I reckon you can get Track in next week. Yeah, 100%. His break even's really high this week, which hopefully means that he drops in money. But a 157 is a really high break even. However, If anyone could go 157, it's Petrarca against freaking Richmond, who are dead last at conceding points to midfielders. So, yeah, I'm worried about that. I'm really hoping that both Track and Oliver eat into each other's points. Maybe the love can be shared around somehow in a shellacking. I'm worried. Now you're just saying bad about your team. I'm not saying bad about my team. I'm just questioning the list decision. I'm just questioning the team sheets, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm proud of the boys for what they've done so far this season. I didn't expect us to be 4-2, but just speaking objectively, it's with the team that's been named. I find it hard to see us winning with the conditions. It's Melbourne weather. Who knows if it's raining tomorrow? That's true. That's true. Fair enough. We're just gonna hope. We've got to hope for the sun to come out. I've got Walsh, but is Petrarca more of a must-have? I wouldn't say he's more of a must-have, simply because of the price difference. There is a price difference there. Walsh is definitely going to make you a lot of money, and he still has no Chera in this week, so he should score really well. But Petrarca has done it before. Petrarca was a top-of-the-line premium last year. And he doesn't have the injury concerns like that back injury that Walsh has. And he doesn't have anyone else to come into the midfield now and risk taking it over. So Petrarca also has a very favorable matchup tonight where he could get really close to that 157 break even. He did score 141 on them last year, and you can imagine that Richmond are actually worse this time around. So he could go big. Hopefully, Hippo, you're right. I pray to God this is correct. Hope he flops tonight. Every time we've been certain a player does good, they flop, aka Marshall, English, Tom Green. And I have all of them. Hopefully this time I can avoid the carnage, Hippo, and then we can get him for cheap next week. Fingers crossed. It could be snow. It could be snow. It could be some April snow, Maltesing. Who knows? Crazier things have happened. I'm going early on Oliver. Wish me luck. Oh, I love it. You are ballsy, West Coast Eagles rule. Very ballsy. If we go Clayton Oliver, his break-even's even higher. His break-even is even higher than Petrarca's, only by a little, 160. Bro, we could get him for sub 500k. How could you possibly say no to that? You know what I mean? Like, he's projected an 82 and will lose 35. So, good luck. Good luck. I will wish you luck. I'm still 50-50 on Rowell and Walsh. It's a tough one, Aussie. It's a real tough one. I've gone with Rowell, personally, as you can see, and I put the C on him. 105 break even. Yes, Walsh has a break even of 33. He'll get up to 620 odd K. But I can see Rowell going 134 this week without at home and without Harley Reid. I can see him going 134. And then next week he's up against the Lions at the Gabba. Slippery, dewy conditions. I can see him going 126. Then he's got North in Darwin. I can see him going 144. So I think these three are realistic projections, and they'll get him to 672k. So I want to get him in now before that ridiculous run. And he's been scoring so well so far this year, even without necessarily having the worst conditions, and he's still been scoring well. So I'm going Rowell. Imagine Gorn scores sub 50. It would be justice, Hippo, for me, because I've had back-to-back shit scores in my ruck. I had English against the Bombers chuck me a what did he score? I had a 58 from him And then the next we got a 51 from Rowan Marshall. So just for justice, I need Gorn to chuck in a stinker. Just for some equality, mate. I don't think I can get him in next week because I'll get in English and maybe a Dawson McRae Oliver. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You can't get everybody. You just can't have everyone. It's impossible to have everyone. You're gonna have to let some people go. It's all about your priorities and where your team is at. I got to go get dressed and replace Richmond doing so bad, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty bad, boy. Dot. A lot of injuries. You can't do anything about it. Kai Broom, how's it going, Kai? I'm probably jumping on Oliver next week. Probably just directly from Sharp. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I'm keen to see how Oliver does tonight. See how he responds with that surgery. Obviously Simon Goodwin's only going to say good things about his players, but he did say that he's looking really good. So we'll see. Because clearly that hand was really limiting him and inhibiting his performance. So it should be good. And plus he's got a very favorable matchup this week. Houston 200. That would feed families, Jordan. That would feed families if he goes 200. How many people? What's his ownership like? He's still in only 12% of teams. 2.4 trading him in. That would be great. A Dan Houston 200. Just what the doctor ordered. Anyone tipping North this week in Hobart? I'm thinking about it after a Clarko rocket. Surely they would have copped a rocket by now, Velo. Surely. Like, come on. But you can give him a try. But I'm not very optimistic. Does McKenna affect Zorko? I don't think it does too much. Maybe less kick-ins, but I think Zorko's a better kick. Zorko still has the priority in the hierarchy. I think the ball's still going to go through him more than it's going to go through McKenna. And Zorko was replacing Kitty Coleman back there. So naturally, I think that means Darcy Wilmot more than anything gets pushed out of that back line and McKenna scores okay. Just got to hope that McKenna gets his hands on the ball a lot more and then McKenna can then there's a bit more point sharing. But I think Zorko will still be okay. I think he's top 6 forward in that position. He was named in forward the last 2 weeks, Harry. So as you would know by now, I put 0 stocks into team sheets. See you, Captain Flash. Thanks for coming on, brother. Let's see his hand. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I agree with you, Hoops. I've traded Tom Stewart for Merritt. Oh, big call, boy. Big call. That's insane. I probably wouldn't do it myself. Tom Stewart's only out for a week. I'm not big on sidewaysing premiums. I thought I was upgrading my ruck line by trading out Grundy to Marshall on his buy. I thought it was an upgrade. Silly me. That was no upgrade. Do I remember when in the preseason we were giving... Bro, when he was fully fit and healthy, yes, 100%. But he does another soft tissue injury and he's come back super slow. He does an injury. We start to give opportunities to Sammy Durham. And now we don't need him to do the heavy lifting anymore. We've now got other people helping out. So, yeah, Darcy Parish can kiss all Brownlow hopes goodbye. Really hope Oliver can go 120 plus. Still, I don't even care if Oliver scores 85 because he's had 13 clangers. If he passes the eye test for me, then yeah, he's in. Bro. English might be gone end of season, which is part of the reason why he's scoring bad. He might have already checked out. I can't pick between Houston and Rao. Have to flip a coin. I think they're both top of their lines. I think they're both top. I think they're both top 6 and top 8, respectively. And as a result, I'd probably go with Matt Rao then. 50K is a lot of money. 50K is a lot of money. So you could go with the Houston route. But for me, I just think that there are players that can be covered on the field in the back line. Like you could play Roberts, Clahisi, Massimo, Graham, and they're all scoring okay. Or mostly these two. Rao's just got a sick run coming. I'd go Rao, personally. Rao to go 50 as Joe's traded him in. Right. It would be such a classic thing It would be such a classic thing if that was to happen, bro, honestly. And I wouldn't even surprise. I wouldn't even be disappointed. I'd just start laughing. Marshall played like a marshmallow being burnt real bad. Yeah, all crispy. And he's toasted my team to small. Petrarca or Houston, Petrarca. Oh, bro, if he's going 160, we win. But I doubt it. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does for you, Hippo, bro. I don't have him, as you can tell. G'day, Carl. How's it going? Raul or Zorko? Getting Raul would force me to trade someone alongside Sharp to get the money for Oliver or other upgrades. I think getting in Oliver is still going to be pretty easy next week, still, Kai. Surely you have other players who have got some money on him, like maybe even a Cadman potentially could be gone next week. If he doesn't score really well, then he could be maxed out in price. I think should be a fairly straightforward one down, one up to be able to afford Oliver next week, considering that he will be under 400k, is under 500k, which is ridiculous. I never thought you'd see this, did you? In your wildest dreams, someone who started at 674k and is going to be under 500 next week. So you can run down one up and get him in next week. I think he'll be okay. I think Raul's next month of football is going to be unreal, and I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. I don't have Gorn. I don't have that VCC guy that's just going 130s every week. I don't have that. I need Matt Raul for me, personally. Are you going to watch the Tigers win? If the Tigers win, that would be unreal. Unreal. If the Tigers win, that would be one of the biggest upsets of the season, I reckon. Yeah, he's no longer relevant. Agreed. Wilsey, Darcy, and Graham are guys on my bench that have cash on their head. Yeah, 100%. I think, if Wilson gets to 300, would be as successful. That 5 break-even is really good. Obviously, see how he performs this week against Port and Adelaide Oval. But he's given us some decent scores in the last 3 weeks. Graham, way too early. Darcy, if Rory Lobb maintains his spot in the team, Rory Lobb actually performed really well. Took a lot of marks, was commanding, involved in the play. I don't see how Rory Lobb gets dropped after that performance last week. That was really impressive. Sam Darcy, obviously, less so. He's given us some good scores back-to-back. See how he goes this week against Freo. If he scores a 71, if he's going 70s, he's projected to get up to pretty decent amount. So it could be Darcy saying sayonara. Could you condone using a boost and dropping the 3 boosts? Still got. Are you telling me, Carl, that you have 4 boosts right now still? Wow. Sharp, Lazaro, Williams to Garcia, McRae, and Dawson. That's great. Those are great. Well done. Do it. Yep. Agreed. Want to bet? Nah. I can't. I'm not a betting man, boy. I don't gamble personally. Who do I VCC? Walsh, Raul, or Gorn? I'd go Gorn into Raul. VC, as you see. Gorn into Raul. I think that is an incredible performance. Loving the Sims at the MCG right now. Yeah, I imagine it would be amazing. Meanwhile, I'm here with you boys. For what it's worth, I'm watching DP3 like a hawk and looking for signs turning the corner. Good high floor. Yeah, 100%. It's true, but for me, he's already done 1 soft tissue injury, and I just don't like trading in someone who's had a soft tissue. You always feel like a recurrence is possible. I have no boost left. And yeah, I know, me too. This is my last boost. This one right here, my last one. My last time seeing 3 X's for a long time. Matt Raul, you better live up to it. Currently I have Sheasel, Ryan, Houston, Dacos, Martin, Yo, my back line. Bro, Hippo for president. and Prime Minister, all combined. Do I get in Walsh, Sarong, or Petrarca? I'd have Walsh and Petrarca ahead of Sarong, only because Petrarca, I think, is going to go big tonight. It's a coin flip. Coin flip. If you think Petrarca goes 150 this week, get Petrarca. Yeah, I'm about to close it off. I really do hope it has a great game. I hope we're competitive. Have a good night, man. VC going into merit. Yeah, I definitely agree. Do you think Zach Reed will still be 2 to 3 weeks after the buys? I think our medical staff is just a bunch of numpties who have no idea what they're doing. He probably will be stuck as 2 to 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. He's just the never-ending 2 to 3 weeks. Walsh or Martin? Walsh. I'm going to Tigers versus. Enjoy it. Great stuff. Thank you so much, Carl. Track 180, please. There you go. Houston, Petrarca, Dawson, or McRae. Petrarca for me. I'm going to call it a night here now, boys and girls. We've gone now for over 1.5 hours. The game's close to starting. Much love to everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Drop us a like, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. And enjoy the footy. Lest we forget, indeed, Shawnee Baker, 100%. Happy Anzac Day to everyone. Massive love and thoughts with all of our servicemen and women out there. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. It's an absolute wonderful thing. If you can, Red Poppy, any donations to any RSLs that you can would be absolutely unreal. And hope you all have a lovely, lovely time watching the football. Calm the Dons. And to all of our beloved viewers here, hope you all have a wonderful long weekend. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.